This short video is presented to enable you to best utilise the resources available to you to meet the needs of all learners in your class. Digitising the curriculum can assist all pupils, but digitising is especially useful for pupils with additional support needs. How can you digitise your curriculum? If you are still handing out paper copies of notes to your pupils or getting them to copy from the board, you will not reap the benefits of the digital curriculum. Most teachers' notes are available in electronic form, so why print these out and give them as handouts? Make them available electronically, and this will enable a pupil to use technology to alter the text in a way that best suits them. This could be changing the font styles or sizes, using a screen masking colour filter, zooming, or using the text-to-speech engine such as read-write software. The first step to the digital curriculum is making your notes available electronically. Books for All and Load to Learn are sites which contain thousands of digitised books, including curricular materials such as Heinemann Maths and novels such as Private Peaceful. Books can be downloaded for a print-disabled pupil. Log into Books for All using Glow, or join Load to Learn and set up reading groups for certain pupils in your classes. A print-disabled pupil is a pupil who cannot access the printed form of the page. This pupil may be dyslexic, have physical difficulty, which means they are not able to access a book, or perhaps have a visual difficulty. Any PDF file that is downloaded can be read using the text-to-speech engine read-write. You can download a PDF file to the pupil's iPad and utilise Claro PDF apps as a speech-to-text engine. Here is the Books for All website. If you simply Google search Books for All, this should take you to the Books for All page. Once in the page, if you click on the Proceed to website, and this will take you to the Books for All Scotland database. You should then log in with your Glow details. And once you have done that, you are able to search for any authors or book titles. So for example, the Michael Morpurgo book, Private Peaceful, is available to download in PDF form. Search for TJ Maths, and there are a variety of books available to be downloaded in PDF form. Once downloaded, the pupil can have the book electronically available to them and can utilise Text Help Read and Write software to read the PDF. Some of the books are set up so the pupil could put an answer in a box and then save that to their computer. Making use of Load to Learn requires you to set up a username and password. There are a few hoops to jump through in order to get access to the Royal National Institute of the Blind's bookstore. Again, these books are available to any child or any pupil who is considered to be print disabled. Once you have your username and password, you can sign in. And with Load to Learn, you can actually do a wee bit of housekeeping behind the scenes, and you can set up a variety of learners, and you can assign certain books to certain learners so that they have their reading lists available to them. There's a bit more functionality with Load to Learn than there is with Books for All, but in principle the same rules apply. If the child is print disabled, they can access these sites, they can download books in electronic format, and they can utilise the technology available at your school, including read-write software, to read any PDFs of these books. So with a file available electronically, either your own personal file that you have made available for a pupil, or something that has been downloaded from Books for All or Load to Learn, you can make use of read-write software in order to read out the text to the pupil. And alternatively, if the PDF file has been downloaded to an iPad, the pupil's personal iPad, you could use Claro PDF app, and that will perform a similar function to read-write in that it is a text-to-speech engine. Please remember to make your notes available electronically, or source your notes or your books from Books for All and Load to Learn, and utilise read-write software or Claro PDF in order to read those texts. Text Help Read and Write is industry standard software and is used by a high percentage of universities and colleges. It costs around about £340, but all Aberdeenshire students can access it free on any Aberdeenshire Windows device. Moreover, it can be obtained free of charge for home use on a Windows device by any secondary pupil. To find out more, you could approach your principal teacher of additional support for learning. Here are some of the basic features of the read-write programme that will help to make a digital curriculum accessible to all. I'm going to show you some of the functionality of Text Help Read and Write in order to meet the needs of learners in your school. The version of read-write software I'm using at the moment is version 10. Your schools may be in version 11. The icons and tools along the top may look slightly different, but the basic principle is the same. First of all, the Text Help logo at the side here, by clicking on this will take you through a variety of ribbons which include a variety of features. There are 6 ribbons in all. In addition, if I go to the down triangle to the side there, you'll see that I can print out a quick reference card, and that will appear in a PDF format which can be printed and laminated for use by the computers. Any of the icons which have a down triangle may have a video tour which tells you a bit more about that function. I'm going to find screen masking, so by flicking through the toolbars, eventually I'll come to this TV screen here. Screen masking will change the background colour of your screen, so by clicking on the down triangle, I can go into the screen masking options and tell the computer what exactly it is I want to mask. There are a variety of choices. I'm going to stick with Tint My Whole Screen, and I'm going to make the colour a yellowish colour. You'll see here there are some numbers. If a pupil you're teaching has prescription lenses which have a coloured lens, then they could put the prescription details in here, and that would generate the colour for their eyesight. And you'll see the whole of my screen has been masked. Toggle on, toggle off button. Screen masking. The basic function of read-write is the ability to read back text, and you would use the play function to do that. So you get the general idea. If the text has something that has come from perhaps a website, then you can still read that by utilising Screenshot Reader. Highlight the text. Text Help will process that information, and eventually the text will be read out to you. Quite clever really, because that text is not pure text, so it's quite clever the way that it takes that picture or photograph and analyses the text. If your pupil is writing some information, then I would suggest they make use of the predictor icon, which is the crystal ball. And by calling that up, they will have something to help them as they write. So I went on a walk to the woods. There we go, on a, haven't got walk yet. There we go. We've got forest. Actually, forest is a word that I often use when I'm demonstrating, so it will remember some of your usual phrases. There we go, the predictor. Your pupils may also wish to make use of the dictionary. There are two dictionaries, a basic dictionary and also a picture dictionary. And the picture dictionary will show you the widget symbol. And then you can have the definition read to you. There's the dictionary. Another useful tool for you to use is the vocabulary maker, and that will enable you to make a word bank for the pupil. So if you have a piece of text that is already digitized, I'm going to find the vocabulary maker. Here we go. What you would then do is highlight certain words that you wish to have in your word bank. So I'm just highlighting these words, highlighting them in yellow. I'll do for just now. And then using the vocabulary tool. So we have all of the vocab that we've highlighted. We may wish to add more. Let's see. Since it's mathematical, I'm going to add fraction. You can give this a title and make sure that the image is included. And when you say OK, what will happen, it's happened on a separate screen, so I'll just drag that over, is you will get a word bank, which may need modified because obviously circle has more than one meaning. So we can get rid of the extra bits and we can get rid of the extra pictures, but it gives you a good starting point for your word bank. So screen masking, play function, prediction, dictionary, vocabulary maker, some of the basic tools that are available in the read-write software. There are many others, and you can have a look at them at your leisure. Read-write is also capable of creating an MP3 file from a digital copy of print. A very useful piece of software, available free on all Aberdeenshire computers, and if you're a secondary pupil and you approach additional support for learning teachers, you should be able to get a copy of the software at home for free for you to utilise. There are lots of sites with useful information on making the best use of technology and the digital curriculum. Many devices have inbuilt accessibility functions which can be utilised to make the digital curriculum accessible for all. Here are some sites you may wish to have a look at. Call Scotland have a useful website which has a wealth of information about meeting the needs of your learner. In this particular page, if I just go into the Dyslexia section, you get a flavour of what is available to you. And if I jump forward to the reading section, and scroll down, you can see some of the information that is available to you. Suggestions on some ways to improve reading. A look at graphic novels. Some suggestions for high interest, low level reading books. The mentioning of a coloured overlay. Of course, if your resources are available digitally in Aberdeenshire, you can make use of read-write software and the masking facility to mask the screen. And customising the computer settings. There's a short video on making Word documents accessible, which I would recommend. And also there is information on how to use the ease of access facilities in Windows 7 to make the computer more friendly for your learner. E-books, as mentioned, Books for All database and Load to Learn. There are others. Making use of a text-to-speech engine. Again, in Aberdeenshire, read-write software is our text-to-speech engine. Apps to support reading. And there's Claro PDF for any PDF files you download. And using the iPad's inbuilt support setting features, such as turning on speak selection and speak screen. There's some information on that within this website. Call Scotland also have a useful infographic which gives you information on a variety of things that you could try in order to meet the needs of your learners if they have literacy difficulties. Glow is also a useful source of information, and of course digital resources created by you for your pupils can be uploaded and shared through Glow. This method should ensure that pupils have access to their digital resources in the home setting too. Digital resources makes learning accessible to all and allows your learner to personalise the material in a way which best suits their needs. Do your resources have to be in a physical sheet on the desk? If they do, consider making them also available in electronic format. Through Glow RM Unify, you can customise your Launchpad to include tiles that could give you more advice on meeting the needs of your learner. Within the Scotland section, if you search for Dyslexia, you'll find the Addressing Dyslexia Toolkit. and by clicking on the top left-hand corner, you can add it to your Launchpad. Through Aberdeenshire Council, if you scroll down, Aspects, Aberdeenshire Specialist Education Technology Service, also have a tile which can be added to your Launchpad. Have a look at the Addressing Dyslexia Toolkit. In particular, you might want to look at the Technology section, using ICT to support learners with literacy difficulties and dyslexia. Have a look too at the Aspects Glow tile. There are three main sections: the digital curriculum, which includes how to make digital papers, meeting the needs of your learner, and training and CLPL, which includes videos. Within meeting the needs of your learner, there are subsections for literacy, numeracy, and within these there are some software and websites and apps which have been recommended. Training, CLPL, that will include some short videos on a variety of topics, including using technology available in your schools to meet the needs of learners, and free websites to support literacy. Thank you for watching this short video on how to digitise the curriculum in your schools.